Hey YouTube, long time no video. It's probably been about 2 or 3 months since my last video post. In that time, I got my university loans come through because I needed some money and I'm a student, and I had to wait a while for those to come through, but they eventually came through in a big sum, which helped. I've pretty much blown through all that money already though so far. You know, like we do, I guess. And about a quarter of that to a third went on video games. So I figured I'd do a little video update blog thing, just to give you a lowdown on some of the stuff that I bought. And without further ado, the first thing I'll mention is this guy next to my Dreamcast. It's my Sony PlayStation 3 Slim. I pretty much hesitated for a while about getting a PS3 simply because at its old price and balanced against the actual exclusive games it had for it, I just didn't feel the urge to actually pick one up. I figured I'd keep on waiting. I mean, I already had a 360 and a Wii, so I felt pretty much covered as a gamer. Moving on, I'll go down through the games that I bought recently and just give you a quick little whatever, So first up, a game that I bought about 2 weeks ago, Monkey Ball Step and Roll for the Wii. It's pretty decent from what I've played. I played it with the balance board, which was decent, even though the reviews said it was meant to be lame. But no, I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed using the balance board for the first time in a while. Yeah, I mean, it's not as good as, in a control sense, as the GameCube games. They were really good. But as a Monkey Ball, game for the balance board, it's pretty decent. So I recommend it. Plus, it was only, like half the price a normal game was, brand new. So can't complain. Oh, yeah, I should mention that I actually tried to film this video about 2 or 3 days ago, but the video actually turned out being about 25 minutes long, which was way too long for YouTube. The reason for that was because I kept going into too much detail about games, so I pretty much should speed up rather than going into too much depth about games, I guess. So, taking a breath and moving on. Buying as well for Wii. I loved the NES game when I was a little 5-year-old or whatever. This one's got good reviews. Figured I'd pick it up. Not played it yet. It's still in the cellophane wrapper, if you can see. But I'm looking forward to that when I get to it. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I got this just after Christmas sometime. Awesome game, amazing, I love it. Multiplayer is pretty decent. I've completed the main story. The last boss was awesome, but I won't go into any spoilers there. The level design's awesome. The music, a lot of the enemies from Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World and stuff like that making a return. That was great. I loved it. Big hugs to Miyamoto for bringing it along. Moving on. Punch-Out for Wii. I wanted to get this ages ago, but due to money, I had to wait. Eventually picked it up. It's amazing. It's just like the NES original, but updated graphics, bit of change to the fights. Just an awesome game. Timely Wars 2. This was in a sale. Even this is pretty old. Didn't get it when it originally came out, but yeah, it was in a sale and I couldn't pass it up. Resident Evil, Dark Side Chronicles. I had the original Umbrella Chronicles on Wii. This has pretty much got good reviews, and people say that it's just like the original but new levels, which I can't flaw. I've played a little bit of it. I think it's awesome. This is awesome. Tatsunoko vs Capcom. Really good versus game from Capcom. I mean, if you've played Marvel vs Capcom 2 and some of the older ones like that, like this for example, Capcom vs SNK. Yeah, if you played any of the versus game by Capcom, you'll really like Tatsunoko vs Capcom, even if you don't know the Tatsunoko characters, which I didn't. But no, the gameplay is really awesome. The character diversity is really good. And the Wii needed a good beat 'em up, so it fits. Oh yeah, whilst I'm mentioning Capcom stuff, I got this. A Mad Cat Street Fighter 4 controller for the 360, because I'm a big fan of Street Fighter 4. And this totally ups my game. The D-pad on it is just awesome, so I have no problems pulling off moves with Zangief, who's my main, and Ken. I actually had this for the 360, but I've had this a while. It's one of the green limited edition controllers that's got a better D-pad, but the D-pad still just isn't decent like the SNES or the Mega Drive or the older D-pads, you know, that you grew up with that didn't give you problems so much. The 360 D-pad is notoriously lame, and the limited edition one really doesn't make that much of an improvement. But the Mad Catz one is a major step up. So if you've got any games that are D-pad heavy, probably pick one up. I mean, it makes good for like a classic controller in a sense for the 360. Moving on, Lego Rock Band. I like the music rhythm games like Rock Band and Guitar Hero and stuff. So this is some pretty decent songs from like the 90s and stuff. So I figured I'd pick it up. I enjoyed it. It's pretty good. Plus, as well, it wasn't full price when I bought it, so I can't really floor it on anything in a value for money sense. PES 2010. I've not actually played a football/soccer game in a while, but I heard good things about PES 2010, and I didn't want to jump to FIFA because I don't know. I guess I'm still siding with Konami in a sense. But no, yeah, I've played a bit of it. It plays like the classic Winning 11 Pro Evolution Soccer games did, and it's really cool. Can't floor it. DOA 4, but it's for cheap. Pretty much, I got this the same week that I got my my Street Fighter controller for the 360. So I figured I'd get some more beat 'em ups for my 360. I've only played like one or two single versus matches on it. It seems to be alright. I mean, I played DOA 3 on the original Xbox. That was alright. It's not a Street Fighter, but for a cheap game, it'll do. Saints Row 2. I got this for cheap recently because I mean it's not new. It's like 2 years old now. The reason I bought this was because it's a bit like San Andreas, so we're here, and San Andreas was awesome. ODST. Missed out on this because I didn't have the money last year. Bought this for a remarkably cheap price, brand new. Really like what I've played so far. The co-op's good. The Halo 3 multiplayer stuff is good as always. That shouldn't be in a pile. It's Zelda Spirit Tracks. Got that for Christmas. Spirit Tracks. Got it for Christmas. Thanks to my sister. Ooh, on to PS3. Got this recently. Heavy Rain. Jason, should I say? That's pretty much the gist of what I've played of the game so far. I need to play more. Really good game. Really like the cutscenes and the interactivity. Can't wait to play more. What are we doing for time? 8 minutes 16. Okay, I've got like 3 minutes left. Infamous. Had a few people tell me that I should pick this up when I get a PS3. So I did. It's really cool from what I've played so far. Killzone 2. I've played a bit of this. It's quite good. One thing that kind of bugs me though a little bit is I don't feel like, when I'm shooting that the gun is doing as much damage as it looks and sounds like it should do. I feel like I'm just like the enemies I'm shooting are just eating bullets. But I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just playing it on a harder difficulty and it's just the way it's set. Uncharted 2, got this one on PS3. Really good game. Really sweet original. The cutscenes and the storytelling's awesome. Milestone Pacific Rift. Got this because I wanted like a decent racing game on the PS3. It's alright. To be honest, it reminds me of Excite Truck, but I feel like Excite Truck does it better because I mean this is trying to be in the middle of arcade and simulation, and I just feel like it doesn't do either remarkably well. But I mean it looks good and it's alright. Brutal Legend, not played it yet, but I've heard good things. SOCOM. This is meant to be a mixed bag. A lot of people say it's lame, but the reason I bought it was because it was cheap and it came with the Bluetooth headset for PS3. Ratchet & Clank. Made by Insomniac Games. It's meant to be decent. I figured I'd pick it up, which I have done. 10 minutes. Got this for £2, brand new. Aqua Teen Hunger Force Zombie Ninja Prom. Not played it, but I'm a big Aqua Teen Hunger Force fan. So I pretty much bought it just for the merchandise sake, really. Metro Prime Trilogy for Wii. I had Metro Prime 3 and I had the first one on the GameCube. Really awesome game series. Had to pick this up. Halstead Overkill for Wii. really good arcade shooter. A lot of over-the-top swearing. Quite fun in multiplayer. Sonic Sega All-Stars Racing 360. I'm really enjoying this a lot. It's doing my head in having to rush this video, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this a lot, and it's like my newest game, and it's pretty cool having like a Mario Kart kind of game for the 360 that I can play online with against my 360 buddies. Forza 3. This was cheap. It's a really good game. Ghostbusters. Love the films. Love the fact that this is like a third film, and that the people that did the roles in the original are doing the voices. Tekken 6, same reason as DOA 4. Wanted a game to go with the Fightpad. Left 4 Dead 2, which I played recently. Awesome. Better than the first one. Love to Valve. And that's it.